Come on! You're acting crazy out there, man!
Hey, buddy, keep it moving. Take your broke-ass bike and get out of here.
Politics?
Greeting and salutations to everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about a new debate coming up, which is how strong China is economically right now. On this channel, we support dreams. We plainly appreciate it. And China, he dreams of leaving America behind and dreams of becoming number one economy in the world by nominal GDP. People in 2010 were saying this might happen by 2020, but it hasn't happened yet. At this point, it is about one third less than America. And you will find it amusing when I say that the lack of data that's emerging tells us that this may not happen for a very long time. In fact, soberly saying this may not happen before 2060. And I'll surely be telling you why I have this strong opinion. Xi Jinping has just got his third term, which clearly indicate he is stronger than before. As this is classical strongman approach to governance, the availability of data is lesser than little now. In China, particularly economic data has become so little that at this moment they have not even spared the GDP growth figures of last quarters and suspended it. And it perfectly makes sense that all is not well in China. An article on Financial Times is here to support the argument. Article clearly states that during the first term of Xi Jinping, which was during 2012, the Chinese National Bureau of Statistics in Beijing was cornucopia of data, which withhold very exotic information like electricity availability in Inner Mongolia and people employed in outdoor amusement equipment sector with other 80,000 different cities, and most of this data disappeared within first year of his first tenure, and the remaining data disappeared on his verge of second tenure, which happened in 2016. Article also provide the information that several heads like industrial production, construction, business and consumer surveys, demographics and labor investment, transport, communication and monetary indicator has not been updated since the past 2 years, and no one needs an explanation that every economic indicator under Xi Jinping rule has been declining for the past 10 years. And now, since the threshold has been crossed, Mr. Jinping does not want this to happen public. Now you may say China has already surpassed world's largest economy in terms of PPP, but we must not forget that purchasing power parity is a dodgy indicator. In today's world, nominal GDP is precise to calculate growth of the country's economy. If we reassess the Chinese economic growth over the past 20 years, China's economic growth is considerably slower than the United States. John Byrne Murdoch, in his article in Financial Times, conclude by looking into the previous data of Chinese GDP figures. Also, the data from Economist and Federal Reserve Bank of New York. These sites give an idea how the commerce and economy of the country is going. He says by adding all this data, he estimates the China's GDP growth figure to 3% from for third quarter. Now the question rises, why is China's economic growth getting slower and slower? Most commonly known factor is demographic dividend. The average age of Chinese population is 38 years. Comparing to India, it is 28 years. Average age of Chinese people show that people in China are getting older. there is one denominator, which is dependency ratio. That is the percentage of people who are earning by the percentage of people who are dependent on them. There is no need to tell, as the population of country gets older, dependency ratio increases. Another hurdle to their economic growth is heavy debt. Since 2010, when they felt that they cannot sustain double digit growth rates, they started infusing a lot of capital in their economy, which has now piled up. Situation has turned so ugly that total debt, including household debt, corporate debt, all of it sums up to be 275% of China's GDP. Third problem to their economic growth is declining productivity. Chinese manufacturing sector is facing an issue of disguised unemployment. Since the Chinese people are getting older, Chinese workers are getting older too. The productivity for a blooming economy has to come from a fresh supply of younger people. And the difference between China and US in this sense is that the US allows and encourages so much immigration that it always get fresh supply of young people. Chinese on the other hand are conservative and are stuck with their own idea of ethnic uniformity and homogeneity. One country, one leader, one party. With that, they cannot encourage immigration. Keeping this situation in mind, Financial Times article explains that in this situation, China cannot grow at more than 2.5%. So if China grows at 2.5% and US grows at 1.5%, then there is no way that China could surpass US economy by 2060. And maybe US will be getting fresh supply of immigration in future too, where we can surely say where we can surely say China may never become world's largest economy. So that was the video. Write down in the comment below what are your views on Chinese economy. Also don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.